visa, especially visa to US, the dream country. The most difficult visa today on the earth, is it visa or visa is becoming vexation? Can US deny entry to the country even after granting visa? Air India extortion racket. Yes, Air India is running an extortion racket. US is denying entry even after granting you the visa. So the whole process of visa has become vexation, has become punishment, has become hardship, which can't be swallowed easily. Namaskar. I'm Advocate Dr. Ajay Kumar Pandey, Supreme Court lawyer, legal expert, and your voice on all things related to law and justice. Today I'm going to share with you a real incident that has shaken the faith of every Indian who dreams of visiting United States, who dreams of going to United States even on a valid visa. This is not the story, it is a warning and a wake-up call. Recently, a young Indian couple traveled to US with their elderly mother. They had a valid US visa and their trip was sponsored by the elder brother who lives legally in America. Everything went smooth until they landed in US. At immigration, there was a shock awaiting for them. The elderly mother was allowed entry, but the couple was denied entry. No clear reason, no proper explanation, just one line. You have to return to India. Sir, what is my fault? No, you have to return to India. And worse, they were not even allowed to book their return flight themselves. The authorities said, Air India will book your ticket. You will board only that flight. Wait 24 hours. Pay 80,000 rupees per ticket one way or else face jail. Yes, 80,000 rupees per ticket one way when the same ticket was available on the same day on the same flight for 40,000 rupees only online. So, under pressure, they were intimated, threatened, pay or we will impound your passport, came the threat from the airline Air India. A relative of them contacted me in India and I gave them the legal advice, you are not legally bound to pay. You can walk out, simply you can walk out. You need to protest against this arm twisting and blackmailing. Your passport is your property and you are not a criminal. Hence, airline anyway can't impound your passport. But being honest, being exhausted, and being scared, they paid the flight after much argument at the price being shown online. And finally, they managed to return India safely. But what they went through, no Indian should. So this is the story. Now, what are the legal questions? What are the learnings? Question number 1. Can US deny entry at the airport despite a valid visa? Yes. Please note it. Getting visa after long 6-month wait, facing the interview and visa being stamped and tickets being booked, don't be happy. It can happen with you because the US law says that visa only allows you to seek entry. It's not a guarantee. So you may be denied entry and be prepared for that. At the port of entry, immigration officers have full discretion. This is known as secondary inspection or expedited removal. Many people live in fallacy that visa stamped on their passport for US or for that matter any country as the guarantee to their entry in that country. No, my dear friend, it doesn't work that way. However, the law is there to protect you. It says such action must be based on reasonable grounds, not arbitrary or discriminatory in behavior. If there is a racial profiling, unfair targeting of Indians, or lack of transparency, it becomes a diplomatic concern. India can take up such issues at the Ministry of External Affairs or even in bilateral talks. So, my dear friend who have faced this needs to write to Ministry of External Affairs. Now comes the role of Air India, which tried to fish in the troubled water and wanted to charge double the price. Can Air India do this? Can Air India overcharge, threaten you, or talk to you about sending you jail? Absolutely, all three counts. Answer is no, not at all at any cost. Airlines are service providers. They are not police. They cannot impound your passport, cannot detain you, and cannot threaten jail for non-payment of excess fare. That is criminal intimidation, and under Indian law, you are protected and you can file case against the Air India officials under Section 503-506 IPC, Criminal Intimidation, Consumer Protection Act for unfair trade practices, and you can also write to DGCA and Ministry of Civil Aviation complaining about violation of airline regulatory guidelines. An official complaint can also be made with the DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, and the Consumer Ministry, Consumer Forum, and even the Aviation Ministry. In fact, for this couple, we are preparing consumer complaint and we are also going to issue a legal notice on behalf of this couple. Is this a single story, an isolated story? I don't know. So are the others also who were met with these treatments? Are the others also who are suffering? Is this on or off, or is this a pattern? Canada recently issued an advisory warning its citizens to not to travel to US due to increasing immigration arrest and unfair treatments being met to Canadian citizens. Many students, Indian students, tourists and entrepreneurs are facing the similar harassment, detentions and deportations at the US airports, even with valid visa. Our law firm has received dozens of such cases in last 6 months. Is it time India should also issue advisory to protect its citizens? I believe yes. So now do's and don'ts to avoid this kind of harassment and this kind of exploitation, what one should do to protect himself or herself. Always carry a copy of return ticket. Always carry sponsorship letters. Be clear and confident about your purpose of visit. Carry proof of your strong ties with India, job, family, home, good bank balance. Avoid booking through questionable agents. In case of denials at the US airport, insist on legal ground and record every conversation. Don't be afraid. Say no to unfair demands, be it US immigration authorities or be it airline. And if something still goes wrong, contact a legal expert immediately. This case is just not about one couple. It is about that broken system that treats India and Indians unfairly. It is also about holding Air India accountable. It is also about reminding US immigration we are no more a second-class country. I stand with every Indian traveler who has been humiliated at foreign airports. I will keep fighting for you legally and publicly. If you or someone known to you has faced similar harassment, write to me. Comment below with your experience. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Force is Supreme Law for more such real-life legal insights. Thank you. See you soon with another explosive topic in my next video. Till then, goodbye. This is your legal friend, Advocate Dr. Ajay Kumar Pandey, Supreme Court of India, and you are watching 4C Supreme Law International. जय संविधान, जय हिंदुस्तान.